everyone, here's a brief overview of some of the settings you can have assigned in a Google form or quiz. So once you have your Google form or quiz created, all you have to do is come up here to the little settings wheel, the cog wheel, and click on it. You have three options here: quizzes, presentation, and general. So starting with collecting email addresses, you're going to want to keep this box selected, especially if you're restricting them to in your domain. They're going to need to have some kind of sign-in. You can also limit responses to one response where they won't get another opportunity to answer the same form or quiz again. But coming back to collect email addresses, if you want the kids to have a copy or a receipt of them actually submitting your form or quiz, you're going to want to select this box, put a check in it. And you can give the option for students to select they do want it, an email to be sent to them with all their responses and questions to your form or quiz. But if you want to ensure that just in case a glitch happens in Google Forms or something, and a kid says, yes, I've actually turned that in, hopefully they've received a response receipt, so they have that in email. So I would suggest selecting always if it's something that you want the kids to have in hand. If this is a quiz, you may not want the kids to get a response receipt because it'll show them the questions and what they responded to, which means your quiz will be out there in their email for them to view and share with others. All right, so here you have the presentation section. Automatically, this link is checked because it says show link to submit another response. And that's because I don't have this checked. If I were to check limit to one response, the show link to submit another response would be unchecked automatically. So depending on what your preference is for the form. And then coming over here, whether it's a quiz or a general form, just a regular form, you can show a progress bar and shuffle the question order. But the confirmation message, you can say, something, you can put your own custom message there. Thank you for responding. So if they were getting a response receipt, you could add that on there just to assure them that they should be getting confirmation that they submitted. And then the last thing over here is quiz. If you do want to make this a quiz, you would just turn that on and then decide when to release the grade for the quiz immediately after each submission. So as soon as the student hits submit, they get a grade, or later after you've had time to go through everybody's and grade everybody's work. And then you can also decide, what do you want them to see? Do you want them to see their missed questions? Do you want them to see correct answers? Or do you want them to just see point values, or all three? Okay, and then once you're done, you just select save. I hope that helps you with the rundown of all the form settings for quizzes or regular form surveys.